We're now only 21 days out from the historic inauguration of Donald John Trump to be 45, baby, and return the republic. Return the republic to its former freeness, its greatness as the economic powerhouse of the globe. Only then can we be the cultural and military powerhouse. The return of America is upon us if we simply continue to breathe life into its lungs. It is Thursday, the 29th day of December 2016, in the waning twilight hours of this historic year, as we plunge into 2017, which is guaranteed to be even more tumultuous, more hard-fought, more bitter, but also more exhilarating and filled with opportunity. Fortune favors the bold, and our fortune is freedom in our time. The mission is hard, but not impossible. We've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But the taste of victory is now revitalizing the republic. And like the fiery bird of myth, the phoenix, is rising. Ha, 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 ha. All right, let's get really focused here. DrudgeReport.com has an incredible grouping of stories that everybody must look at on the right-hand side. You cannot make up the oxymoronic, upside-down world of this. Soros says Trump is a would-be dictator who threatens the new world order. That's an Infowars.com story. Top story on the right-hand side, and under it you can actually read the full screed of diarrhea out of Soros's mouth. Billionaire globalist pens panicked rant. And boy, is it panicked. He says, we cannot stop nationalism. And he said, not since I was a young man have I feared. Trump is Hitler. Ladies and gentlemen, he actually calls Trump Hitler and a dictator. He calls him a Hitlerian dictator. Now, is this lost on anyone? George Soros is a famous Nazi collaborator from the age of 13 to 17, because no one thought that a young Jew coming in and claiming he was helping get food to groups that were hiding would actually be a Nazi agent. He was a literal Nazi agent of the lowest scumbag order, and he's going to lecture us about Adolf Hitler. I just can't handle it anymore. It is the total, complete inversion of reality. We have him on 60 Minutes saying he is not ashamed of what he did. It's how he, quote, survived. A total sociopath who's got a big, giant you-know-what for America. A raging you-know-what to screw this country. And guess what, scumbag? You think you're losing now. Go ahead and start a war. Go ahead and try to assassinate Trump. Go ahead and fill your hand, you rat bastard. We're going to get you. And I'm glad they've tried to take down Trump and put out these lies, because the gloves are off now, brother. And when Trump gets in office in 21 days, get ready, scum. Because you should have been arrested and in a lot of trouble back when you were 15 years old. You can run on for a long time, boy. I mean, look at your failure son. He's a laughingstock. That's who you're going to have run your empire? No, you'd rather blow the planet up, wouldn't you, scumbag? You're not going to get away with it. You are a true supervillain out to hurt good people. You hate Christians. You're a dirtbag. And it's in the WikiLeaks how you want to overthrow Israel. Of course you're allied, and your new pivot is with the Islamicists. And people, Israel's got its problems. It's a diverse modern country. My God. But we're going to side with Soros and the Islamicists that suicide bomb their little kids? No. No. This is disgusting. And a lot of people out there have been brainwashed into just obsessing on Israel all day and hating Israel, and it's quite frankly shameful. Because the only way to get rid of Israel is a nuclear war, and the Arabs would start killing each other the minute they got control of the Holy Land. Long before Muhammad showed up in Mecca riding around robbing caravans and sex slaving, there were Jews in Jerusalem, Jack. 3,000 plus years ago, on record, Roman historians, Greek historians, it's a fact. No amount of revisionist history will erase that, or that Jesus Christ existed. I see articles in Time magazine that Jesus didn't exist. Oh, there's only like 20 Roman historians wrote about him at the time. 5 or 6 Jewish historians. You're a pack of liars. I suspect they're going to tell us George Washington didn't exist next. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the ignorance. I'm tired of the idiocy. And I just can't take it anymore. It is not fair, and I've used this story a million times, it's so true, that both my grandfathers almost died in World War II in the Army Air Corps. Both of them almost died. One of them crash landed. The other did his missions, had volunteered for more, but got sunstroke from not wearing sunglasses, burned his eyes. He was blind for a week, and the crew went up with the co-pilot and got blown up and died over Italy. They were attacking out of North Africa. And then he almost died when German fighter bombers hit their bases once they got into Italy. He got a Purple Heart for that. But the point is, I get called a Nazi by the ADL, who gives awards to Soros, and Schwarzenegger, who says he admires Hitler, when I almost don't exist, because you killed my grandfathers, you killed me. And then I've got to sit here and watch a known Nazi collaborator hop around and call our president a Nazi. George Soros groups also called him anti-Semitic throughout the campaign. I mean, this is the complete inversion of reality. Not shocking. George Soros funds progressive war on Israel. He wants to overthrow it, folks. The guy is a total demon. He wants your guns. He wants your family. He believes the state should run you. He's a control freak. He's a monster. He wants power. He's behind flooding Europe with Islamicists. But I'm telling you, this goes to another level that no media is pointing out, that Soros is a Nazi. And, you know, I've had Holly people on the show before, and I start bashing Soros, liberals who are on, historians, authors, you name it, and they'll go, Alex, now come on, Soros had to or he'd get killed. That's like saying, I've got to join the New World Order or I'll get killed. It's the most sociopathic mindset I've ever seen in my life. And it's the creed of slaves. So the story's up on Infowars.com. It's obviously on DrudgeReport.com. It's a Paul Joseph Watson article. Soros conjures Hitler an attack on ascendant populist. That's the area that Zero Hedge decided to zero in on. We should have a whole nother article out just about famous Nazi collaborator says Trump reminds him of Hitler. What in the world? He says, I'm afraid of Nazis. What? You are a Nazi dirtbag. You're the lowest scum on earth. At least the Nazis thought they were doing something for a good reason. They were out of their minds in a death cult. You were a collaborator against your own people and betrayed them, scumbag, and made money off of it with your daddy. He was a little Judas goat they sent in, kind of like pedophiles send a teenager in or another kid to get other kids lured to the van. Yes, George Soros was the bait they would throw out to bring in and you know, find where the Jews were hidden. I mean, you just cannot make this stuff up. You couldn't write this stuff. No one would believe it. And now he's perched on top of the country, blaming Russia for America turning against Hillary while she's stumbling around having convulsions. Everybody's sick of her. Russia wasn't involved in anything. You got the communist Chinese, the EU, the Vatican, the Saudi Arabians, all piled up on our election, saying we can't have Trump. That gets overthrown, and now Obama is set to announce all sorts of wartime measures and troop buildups and cyber attacks and diplomatic freezing of Russian money and all this economic war with 21 days out. And I was watching CNN. I forget the names of the shows. I rarely watch it. I was watching it last night, and they had a roundtable group on. I've got to go look at the show host. It was like 6:30 at night. Who's on at 6:30? It's some guy who I don't know his name. Some gray-haired dude. He had this roundtable on there. And they were, folks, just like before 9/11, 25 days before, I came on there and I said they're going to blow up the World Trade Center, blame it on bin Laden, get ready for terrorism. I saw the same telltale signs. They said it is going to be Trump's fault, the war that's coming now. Islam is going to attack Europe and Israel. There is a giant war coming, and there's going to be a war with Russia, and it is Trump's fault. And all the roundtable goes, it's very sad, but it is to be. And you can tell the fix is in. They're going to start World War III. They're a frickin' loon cult who are under Stockholm Syndrome and under Arabist control. And this is a real pivot to Islam and the takedown of the West. And it was a cult of scum, a bunch of CIA operatives up there on the show, all committing to a giant war. And then America's going to have to be destroyed now because we voted for Trump. I mean, criminals love to brag, and I saw them do the pre-celebration of World War III and the destruction of Israel and the United States. I saw psychopathic behavior. InfoWars has more than 15 YouTube channels and about 3 million subscribers. Our main channel has 1.854 or 1,854,000 plus subscribers. Now, they've been gaming the system for a long time to shut down nationalistic or patriotic media, saying we're right-wingers, saying we're extremists. Well, it doesn't matter who we are. We have a right to free speech, don't we? As long as we don't violate the rules. Well, now Zuckerberg has come out and said he's going to restrict conservative news like communist China does, calling it fake news. And Google, that owns YouTube, has announced, and they've done it now 2 weeks ago, that they're going to basically make you click the bell in your notifications. We're going to show you how to do that, or you won't get all the channels that you've subscribed to, and you won't get the videos. Now, why are they doing this? It's more than just censoring. They want you to see the videos that they feed you below and beside the videos you're looking at that are corporately sponsored so they make more money. They're taking the you out of YouTube. So we're in this information war, and it's more important than ever that you promote the videos, that you like the videos, and that you send them on to others. Because the answer to the attempt to shut us down and restrict free speech that's openly now happening is for us to redouble our efforts. We're winning the culture war as true classical liberals that made this country great. We're restoring the Renaissance. So again, if you want to get our videos, so you can make your decision whether you want to see them or not. After all, that's why you subscribed. YouTube's had this since they started 12 years ago or whatever it was. And they're fundamentally changing it so you don't get it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is promoting fake news and trash news and establishment news. It's killing real independent news. But we the people, by taking action, can break the back of this system. So please, click on the bell so you get the notifications and so you get in your feed the videos and channels you've subscribed to. I'm Alex Jones for Infowars.com.